Hello guys, meet again with Queen MMA. As we know, the UFC is the most famous mixed martial arts organization. Therefore, it is not surprising that some people who want to pursue the sport of MMA as a career, the UFC, is the ideal destination as an end goal. However, for many athletes, it takes a series of impressive fights to land a deal with the UFC. In fact, big promoters like the Bellators, Cage Warriors, and others started competing with the UFC, but the UFC maintains its position as the pinnacle of combat sports. These 5 fighters were previously stars who ruled their respective divisions under their regional promoters, but eventually they have a contract with the UFC. And here are the 5 fighters. But before we continue, don't forget to press the subscribe button and activate the bell, so you don't miss the latest update from Queen MMA. 5. Eddie Alvarez. Alvarez has spent most of his stellar career competing in every major promotion outside the UFC, earning him the nickname King of the Dungeons. But ultimately, Alvarez had a deal with the UFC to fight under his banner in 2014. When Alvarez moved from Bellator to UFC, he left an extraordinary mark, even more so than his revenge fight with Bellator champion Michael Chandler. Alvarez is renowned for his sharp wrestling, durable physique, and ability to take and throw multiple punches. Unfortunately, his incredible reputation was shattered in his debut at UFC 178, which fans were eagerly waiting for against Donald Cerrone. Despite the setbacks, he went on to win the UFC lightweight title in 2016, making him the only fighter in MMA history to hold both the UFC and Bellator titles. Four. Angela Hill. Hill's career in the UFC began when he joined the Ultimate Fighter 20. Thanks to just one fight, Hill's career then skyrocketed and his fans grew. Using Muay Thai as his main skill at that time, when he started his professional career in 2014. After that win, he was a competent and worthy competitor, but unfortunately he was not able to win his next 2 fights, namely at UFC 188 and UFC 192. Hill, who had signed a contract with the UFC, in which he suffered back-to-back losses, which led to his removal from promotion. That failure, in essence, was her most important comeback in popularity, as she rose through the ranks at Invicta FC, the biggest women's MMA promotion. Hill needed just 2 more fights to win the strawweight title at Invicta FC. Hill, by then, had caught the attention, not only of all MMA fans, but of the UFC once again. Hill had re-signed with the UFC after successfully defending her title, but she lost her first fight after 4 straight wins to Jessica Andrade by unanimous decision at UFC Houston. Hill currently has a record in the UFC with 13-11-0. Three. Will Brooks. Throughout his career, the Chicago native has been candid about his desire to not only fight in the UFC, but also to win the UFC lightweight championship. In February 2016, former champion Bellator appeared at MMA Hour and stated that he was willing to join the UFC. Brooks was quickly picked up by the UFC, who went on to enter the UFC octagon as the former Bellator lightweight champion, with a record 8 wins in a row. Brooks has competed under the Bellator banner for 3 years, and has faced some of the best competition the Bellator has presented, including 2 bouts against current lightweight champion Michael Chandler. In his UFC debut, the freestyle fighter beat Ross Pearson by unanimous decision. But unfortunately Brooks, who hoped to continue his record in the second fight in the UFC, he ended up with a knockout in the second round against Alex Oliveira. 2. Cyborg. The phenomenal from Brazil is arguably the most feared, deadly and successful female MMA fighter of all time. Despite years of fan demand for his contract to the biggest MMA promotion on earth, Cyborg has spent most of his career fighting outside the UFC. When the day arrived in March 2015, almost the entire UFC women's division felt an aura of coldness, trembling, and anxiety. Those concerns are well-founded, given Cyborg's near-perfect record since his first professional defeat in 2005. Only a few women in the UFC have dared to take on Cyborg, and that too with both of his opponents succumbing to a TKO finish in the same way. The Brazilian is the featherweight champion of Invicta FC, and successfully defended his title 3 times before entering the UFC cage. He is also the Strikeforce featherweight champion, which he has defended 3 times as well. 1. Conor McGregor. The Irishman's popularity in the UFC is so extraordinary and spectacular that it even makes us forget how famous he was before, when he was an Irish regional promoter, before signing with the UFC. The UFC knew Conor had something special when he signed. It's because the Irishman exudes eventual celebrity. That seed of fame was established when Conor McGregor competed for Irish promoter, Cage Warriors. McGregor began his MMA career as a passionate Dublin boxer, and he finished off opponents in a similar way to him today, but on a different level. He became a 2-weight world champion while competing in the UK-based Cage Warriors, holding both featherweight and lightweight titles simultaneously. His historic win at UFC was inspired by the double title he won at Cage Warriors, where he repeated the feat and cemented his legacy by becoming the first person in UFC history to hold 2 world titles simultaneously at UFC 205. Well guys, those are 5 fighters who were very popular in the previous promoter, who were successfully stolen by the UFC and used as their fighters. Regardless of whether they will achieve success or not in the UFC, but their previous record is a remarkable achievement. Don't forget to share your opinion in the comments column, subscribe and activate the bell, so you don't miss a cool update from Queen MMA. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video. See ya!